All right, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, in whichever place that you're watching us from. Welcome here. It's yet another day. We are here, yet another session this Saturday afternoon. Of course, to inspire someone out there, to motivate someone this Saturday afternoon that it's all about digital business. And here we are bringing you to the world of digital business and to the world of this era where everybody is working online. And here we are bringing to you this afternoon what it really takes to build a successful digital business online. So stay tuned. If you've been scrolling and you're wondering how people are thriving in the online space, how people are making it happen in the online space, making several streams of income from their phones, laptop, and access to internet, of course, here is where you want to stay. And if you're out there still clocking in, clocking out every single day, juggling work and family life, tonight is your own session right here where you can listen in and get to learn how we've been able to do that. So here we are talking about real people who have seen real results, and we are not talking about that get quick rich scheme. And of course, we are not hyping anyone here. We are talking about a real deal about our online business. Here we are honest and bringing out conversation where you get inspired, and truly you will see how the reason why a lot of people are thriving in the online space. And here you stay tuned in and get connected. And of course, I want to tell you that you can share with us where you're watching from, because that's very important to us. We would like to know where our audience is streaming from so we can get to connect. So thank you so much. If you're watching us for the first time, my name is Annette, originally from Kenya, currently in Minnesota, USA. I'm a mom of two, a nurse, and a proud digital business owner. And that's what brings me out on social media here, talking about a digital business that we started a while back. And here we are sharing this opportunity to as many people so they can get to know that there's a better way out in the online space, so you can get to do exactly that as well. So this morning I have my amazing ladies, of course, that are coming here all the time on Saturdays to share with you how you can get benefit in the online space. And first, I just want to welcome Sis McKenna to introduce herself. And I have a quick question that I want us to answer about, to tell our audience exactly how this digital business has changed her life. And of course, that question will display on the screen. So, Sis McKenna, please, can you tell a little bit about your background and how you got started with this online business? So, I'm going to have her share a little bit of her background and then we'll go from there. Welcome, Sis McKenna, to you.
Background and how you got started with this online business. So I'm gonna have her share a little bit of her background and then go from there. All right, all right. Thank you, guys. I hope you can hear me. So you can nod if you're hearing me. Yes, yeah. My name is McKenna. I'm using my both phones here to listen from one phone and to talk from this other one. But I just want to thank God for today. My name is McKenna. I was born and raised in Kenya, but I live in Nebraska, USA. Today is a parent day because one of my sons has a state cross country meet. We are driving there, and I just want to thank God for this opportunity. For me, I can say that 18 months ago, I was very desperate, very desperate. I really wanted to change my life because I realized that I had spent all the time just thinking about me and just being comfortable with my paycheck. And I realized that my life was not moving. I needed something that would really help me. I needed like a vehicle that would really help me to get to my next destination, whereby I was feeling that God was calling me there. Because in this life, we are in a journey, and God always has a plan for us. So when I found this digital online business, it was my first experience. It was new to me. I was not a social media person at all. I had other platforms, but I was very shy. I never wanted to share my story out there. But when I found this business model, I realized this one was really perfect for me as a mom of three teenagers, as a pastor who serves in three churches. I was like, this is really best for me because with this business, as we all know, it runs on automation. That is number one. The system works 80% to 90% for us. And all what I have to do is 10, 15%. And again, with our video based training, for me, I didn't have any experience at all. I can say that I am an educated woman, but still, that do not guarantee me to know anything about social media or digital online. But I am so grateful for our training. That is something that's really helped me. And I knew that, yes, I was in the right place. Another thing is in this business, you've partnered with two companies that are so powerful. One company deals with software whereby they create a website for you all for free after you have paid the 149. So for me, I didn't have to go and outsource anybody else to do anything for me. Everything was done for me. So I realized that yes, I was able to work best because this business is in my name. I am working in my own terms. I come in when I want, when I plan it, and that has really been working good. So for me, that is what I can say. This business has been a blessing for me. It has changed my life in so many ways. This business is not all about money. It's all about my spiritual life. It's all about my social life. As you know, I never knew you before I started this business, and I'm so much grateful. Life in diaspora sometimes can be very miserable, lonely, but through this business, I've been able to find people like you guys and many others, and they have been a blessing to me. So, this business, for sure, I can say it has worked for me in so many ways. And if you're out there listening to us, this is a great opportunity to check out this business because for me, I had to leave a lot of excuses that I had. Hey, I can't do this. But I realized that I needed to change my life. So that is one of the best things that I was able to do for me, and also not only for me, for my family, because I'm building a legacy for my family and also creating a generational wealth for me and for them all. Otherwise, thank you so much. Blessings back to you, Boss Lady Annette.
Yes, McKenna, thank you so much for that quick background on how you got started to start this online business. And of course, congratulations on your fifth milestone in this particular business right here. You know, we always share real stories and real results. And here is to tell you that, you know, there's an amazing opportunity out here that people are plugging in and continuing to inspire others to do the same as well. And that's what we do in this online space. And thank you so much for that inspiring story. And, you know, I can really resonate with that because so many of us, you know, who always watch and probably have similar story to you know, busy moms who work in busy jobs, long shifts, you know, but still wanting that more freedom, more time to spend quality time with their children. And exactly what you're doing this morning, you know, attending kids activities, it's just one of the best things that especially parents are really you know, working hard on the online space, knowing that there's freedom and flexibility attached to it. So if you're out there, you've been listening to us, and that is, you know, this is the beauty of this business, you know. And again, I will say that if you're watching, you've been watching and wondering how, you know, every day people have been able to do it. This could work for you as well. All you can do, you can take that step for you to be able to begin. You know, we started as beginners. Nobody here had experience before they started. So if we're here and we can actually do it, all you have to do is you can go ahead and watch the free workshop that has changed all that for us, and you can start as well. So thank you so much for that, McKenna. And now the next person I will call upon is I think I will call upon Sis Regina. Please go ahead and share with us what is one of your biggest fear before you started. I know we have shared this before, but a lot of people reach out and they ask so many questions. They think that we were perfect starting, we had it all figured out. And please share with our audience what is that your biggest fear before you started this business and how you were able to overcome it. Welcome here.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Annette, for hosting us today. And thank you, my other ladies, for joining me and also making this happen. So, for the sake of our audience, my name is Regina. I am a mom, I'm a nurse, and I'm a business entrepreneur and mentor. I live in Washington State with my family. I'm a mom of 10, as I said, I'm a mom. And I also run this digital business on the side beside doing my nursing job, which I work for 2 days. So I just want to go straight and answer this question. What was my biggest fear before starting this business and how did I overcome it? So I first want to say that, fear is real, fear is real, and so is faith, because we always say overcome your fear with faith. So fear is real and so is faith. And so before I started this business, or when I saw this opportunity, because I was searching for something to do online, so when I saw this opportunity, I saw it's a huge opportunity that can transform my life. But there was fear that crept in, that fear of, what ifs. There were so many what ifs that I was asking myself, like, what if I don't succeed? Or uh, what if my family members find out? All those kind of things. There were so many what ifs, like what if I don't recover what I used I'm going to use to invest, because it's a business, guys. You have to invest for you to have any business. Any business requires investment. So there were all those what ifs, like what ifs I don't even get what I'm going to use. What if I don't succeed? What if I can't even learn that system they are talking about? There were so many what ifs that were creeping in, and that was because of the fear, that fear of what ifs. And I'm telling you, it's real, because it can hold you down. And also, I also had fear of because when I watched the webinar and I looked at the business structure and all that, I was like, this business is going to require me to do a lot of things online, and I'm not a tech savvy. So that was my other fear, like, I don't even know how to do these things. Yes, I have the social media platforms. I do, nowadays, even at your workplace, you do a lot of things on the internet. But that was, my mind was telling me it's not enough. And how am I going to handle this, because I'm not a tech savvy? So I had that fear of failing. Like, even if I overcome all these others, what if I don't succeed because of not being a tech savvy? Or maybe, all those kind of fears that can creep in. And then the other thing that I was fearing was, I'm a shy person. I'm not, a social media person, because yes, I have social media platforms, but for me, it was just for entertainment, but not even me participating, but just watching others and not being, actively engaging in conversation, but just for me to go, the way some of you guys watching us, you go on Facebook and you're just scrolling, and that's how you find us, and you just keep going. That was my purpose of having social media platforms, just to keep, if I'm still there, because I see like my internet is misbehaving. But that scrolling, I had social media platform, but I was not a tech savvy. And then I'm not a social media person. I'm a shy person. I don't want to show my face here all the time talking about a business. So I had all that fear that was holding me down, and it held me down for some time. But I reached a point, like how I had to overcome this. I reached a point and I had to fight my fear with faith, because as I said in the beginning, fear is real and so is faith. So by the end of the day, they say the energy you use fearing is the same energy you use applying your faith. So it's up to you to decide, how are you going to redirect your energy? Which direction are you going to direct your energy? because with all those fear, even fearing like I'm an immigrant in this country, all those kind. There were so many, and if you focus on fear and looking for negativity, you're going to find a lot of things that are negative, and you're going to find a lot of excuses. So the fact that we are all doing this business is not that we didn't have excuses, valid ones. And that's why you have to be very intentional to choose the route you want to take. And so after feeling all that, I had to reach a point, because deep within me, I knew that staying in the fear, staying in this state of, fearing and being skeptical was not serving me good, because come beginning of the month, from the time I discovered the business and the ad, there was no change in me other than just fear creeping in and making me more fearful. So deep within me, I knew that if I don't change anything, there's nothing that is going to change. And I knew that for me to go on the other side of success, I have to overcome this fear. And so I had to, how I overcame, I had to first of all, take that action, because there's action to be taken. And the action that I had to take is, you know, we start by registering. Then you pay. You watch a webinar which is free. Like there are free things to be seen for you, even to be able to to reach a point of investing. So even all this time I'm fearing, I have a free webinar. Then I have the 149. I know McKenna mentioned it. It's refundable. So I was like, I have to take these steps and get to the other side. And so when I was taking each step, I was realizing, oh, it's not even as bad as I thought. So like after I watched the webinar, I realized, oh, this is something that I can do, because all these people, because after you watch the webinar, you see people who are doing those things that you're fearing, and then you look at them and listen to their stories, and you realize that maybe your story is even not as bad. And so that was so encouraging for me to know that I can also do it. So, and yes, I took that step. I registered, I paid 149. And then after paying, I was like, oh, it's even easier than I thought, because I realized that I don't have to be at that tech savvy I was worried about. I don't have to be a social media person that I was worried about. All those worries that I was worried about, like how am I going to talk to people? All this is taken care of because you have a very, very good training. So all this assurance helped me. And I was able to get this assurance after I paid my 149, because that's when I got a sneak peek of what is inside. And I was like, oh, this is something that I can actually do if I focus my attention there instead of focusing on fear. And so that is how I overcame my fear. And then, of course, when I started the business, like now I'm a business person, this fear clips in like, Regina, remember you're not a social media person. How are you going to do this? How I overcame is, like showing up a place like here, like doing these go lives and all that. And then I realized I can talk to people. I can tell people about my business, because our business is a people business. And so fast forward today, I can see that most of those, like maybe 99% of those fears are just history to me. Like I can face all those fears that we usually think they are huge fears, and do my business. And that's how I've been able to run my business for over 2 years and be successful in this business to a point whereby I don't have to work, like the whole week. I only work 2 days because my business has been serving me well. So, and all glory to God because of this. So that is my story about my fear and how I overcame it. Back to you, Annette.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Sister Regina, for that quick elaboration on how you've been able to run this business and overcome the biggest fear that a lot of people are sitting on. Like, I'd rather be on my comfort zone. I think this is something a lot of people relate to, actually, because so many people are out there watching us every day. They keep telling themselves that, "Ooh, that can never be me. I can never come on social media. I don't see myself as such." And when we came out here, I can relate to that. I was exactly that. I was scared, I was nervous, I was not tech savvy. I asked myself several questions that I did not have an answer to, but at the end of the day, I had one answer: to know that if I did not change something, whatever I was doing at the time, nothing was going to change. And that's when I took a leap of faith myself. So diving into something new, something that you don't know, can be very uncomfortable at first. But let me tell you that most of us actually coming out here on social media, especially running a digital marketing business, we have come from afar. We were not perfect starting. I was not perfect myself, but I would say that, coming out here has really brought a lot of growth, especially coming from this platform right here, where we have a step-by-step training that really brings you out as a confident person and trying to learn a lot of things that can really apply to so many ways, not only in our digital business, but we might as well, I use all the time in my daily day-to-day life. So this is not something that you will come as a perfect person. You will come in with that willingness to learn, and for sure you will see results at the end. And I will say that, this part of, people saying, I'm scared, I don't want to do it, I'm not enough, that is just, that's the self-talk that we most of us to do. But escaping that, you will see that at the end of the day, especially joining our supportive community that we have here, here you come scared, you're scared if you'll be able to achieve success. And at the end of the day, here we have mentorship and coaching. You come by yourself, but you're not left alone. You run a business together with so many other people, and people who are intentionally willing to help until you succeed. So that's what we're talking about. And thank you, Regina, for sharing that. Now, the next person I have in line to share her amazing journey as well will be Sister Lynette. You're next, please. Go ahead and share with our audience. How would you describe our digital business? And to someone who is completely new, please elaborate that in an easy language that somebody who is very new, who has never heard about a digital business, so they can get to understand what we are talking about here. So you're welcome here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister Annette. Kwa wale wanatutazama na wenzangu hapa, kwa lugha ya rahisi nitatumia Swahili. Nitachanganya Swahili na English ili yeyote yule atapata nafasi kututazama, kama sio saizi baadaye apate kuelewa. Digital business, mimi ni mama, niko in IT. Na kwa nini digital business? Wacha tuanzie hapo. Digital business ni kupata pesa ama kuunda pesa kutumia mtandao. Just as easy as that. Hauhitaji duka, ofisi, ama hata kuweka bidhaa. Fikiria kuwa ndio umeanza duka, but duka lako ni nini? Umelifungua kwa phone yako, kwa simu yako, ama wapi kwa laptop yako. Haungoji watu wakuje kwa hiyo duka lako, mnakutana nao hapa mtandao. Inamaanisha nini? Kuwa kwa masaa 24 duka lako liko wazi, siku 7 kwa wiki. Na kwa sababu hauhitaji ofisi, starting costs ziko chini kabisa, sababu huhitaji jengo. Ni simu yako, uko na simu sasa, uko na laptop. Tunasema the starting cost ziko reduced kabisa mno. Madada zangu wenye walitangulia wamesema yote. Mumesikia Sister Makena akiongea juu ya business model. Mfumo wetu wa biashara hii iko na kila kitu. Biashara yote utahitaji products. Alisema tuko na 2 very serious companies that we deal with. Hizo products lazima zikuwe na manufaa fulani kwa mtu, ama ziwe zinatatua tatizo la mtu. And for sure nitakwambia zetu dhamana yake iko juu sana. High tickets kama unataka kusema hivyo. Biashara yote ndio uko na bidhaa. Cha pili, utaambia namna gani ama ni njia gani utatumia ili watu wajue juu ya bidhaa zako zenye uko nazo ama products. Alafu umesikia ukisema tuko na step by step video training. Umesikia Regina akisema hivyo. tuko na masomo ya hatua kwa hatua. Hauhitaji ukuwe na ufundi wowote ama ujue ufundi wowote. Tunaita plug and play. Wewe yako ni kuunganisha na unaanza biashara yako. Mwisho, both Sister Regina na Makena wameongea juu ya automation. 80-90% the tools zenye tuko nazo zinatufanyia in the background. So yako ni kutumia hayo mafunzo, yanakufunza jinsi utafanya. Ukishachukua hatua zako, wewe unalala mambo yakiendelea. Ndio maana mimi huwa nasema hivi, Mungu kajua akaleta internet. Ni kiunganisho kamili. Sihitaji mjomba. I don't need to have an uncle in an office to sign for me a license to start a business. You get what I'm saying? It has equalized. Mtu yeyote anaweza anza hii biashara. Now, very, very importantly, tunasema hivi. Tushakuwa na hizi bidhaa, tuko na mafunzo ya hatua kwa hatua, na tuko na zana zenye ziko automatic. What this business imetusaidia ni kuwa zaidi ya pesa, imetupa uhuru. Tumesema natufanyia kazi, tunalala, inafanya kazi. So inakupa muda wako. Unaweza ifanyia popote, nyumbani, popote. Wateja wanatoka dunia mzima. What does that tell you then? That this opportunity goes beyond the money. Yule muda tunahitaji, especially kama wazazi, kuwa na watoto wetu ili tuwafunze maadili yanayo ama yale wanahitaji for their tomorrow. This is a big, big profit, I'll say personally, that I'm getting as being part of this business. So chenye tunakwambia nini? Wacha teknolojia ikuundie pesa. Hiyo tu ndio tunakwambia. Wacha teknolojia ikuundie pesa ili wewe ufanye kinacho kuhusu kamili kama mzazi ama kama mtu yeyote, ili kuwe na muda kwa wale watu wanaokuhitaji na vile vitu unadhamani sana maishani mwako. Kuna mtu alisema, I think ni Warren Buffett, kuwa usipopata njia ya kutengeneza pesa kama umelala, utafanya kazi hadi ufe. Sio mimi nimesema. Na hiyo tumeishi mimi na kila au masisters wakwambia maisha ya hapa, system za hapa, huko ndio naelekea. They drain you. You forget about yourself. You forget about what matters in your life. At the end of the day, what you remain is regrets. So nataka ufikirie, ukiwa na biashara kama hii, fikiria tu kuwa na biashara ambayo inakufanyia kazi 80-90%. Una grow kifedha, unakuwa na muda. Tunasema nini? Utakuwa na uhuru wa kifedha, utakuwa na amani ambayo unahitaji ili to exist the way you should. And above everything else, utakuwa na muda wa vile vitu vya dhamana kwa maisha yako. Wacha teknolojia fanyia kazi. Asante sana, Sister Annette.
Wow, that was a great explanation. And then Sister Lynette decided to take it home, you know. Ameelezea kabisa kwa kinagaubaga in Swahili. Kama uelewi lugha hii ingine ya Kimombo, there you go. You know, Lynette has put it out clear to everyone. You know, I love it that, you know, this business, there's no language barriers at all. You know, if you don't understand this business in many other language, they're all available to everybody. So that was an amazing explanation, by the way. And, you know, you listen to her very well, you know. Kama hauna side hustle enye inaweza kukusaidia, you make money when you're sleeping, you will work until you die. It's just out there, everybody is aware of it nowadays, and that's why a lot of people are running to find many other things that they can do on the side to supplement their income so they don't work until they die. If your plan right now is to work until 65, then you retire, then you're not serious about your life. Let's just put it out there, because if you look at the economy right now, you're just depending solely on your 9 to 5, and then you're waiting until you retire at 65 so you can be able to decide now what else can you do. And then that at that time, I'm not sure if I'll be able to function better for me to be able to look for another job or another side hustle that I can do to make some money. So this is what we are talking about. If you have ever thought about starting something new and you just wonder, you think about digital business as somewhere where you'll be having product, you're posting products all day long. Let's just be honest. We have a platform that has everything that you need for you to succeed. You don't have to go out there looking for products to sell. You don't have to figure it all out by yourself. Everything is figured out for you. All you have to do is to plug in. And if you're ready, so you don't have to work until you die, you can go ahead and decide, take a leap of faith today and check out our digital business model, because we are giving you an opportunity to check it out by yourself and decide if it's something you would want to do. Sister Lynette ameelezea everything about what digital business means to someone completely new to this word, digital business. Okay, I hope that helped you. So go ahead and plug in, and you can reach out to anyone that can be able to take you through what the steps that you'll be able to take. Now, before we even round up, I have this one amazing lady that is going to finish it all out for us. That is Sister Lois. Now, if we are talking about the misconception, I know there's so many of them. And I know our viewers are watching, they're thinking to themselves, what are these ladies talking about? And what is this digital business about? There's a lot of misconception about our digital business. Now, Sister Lois will break it down for us. So there's people out there who are new to this, so they can get to understand that there's a lot of misconception and what they mean, especially into our digital business. So, Sister Lois, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Sister Annette. I don't know. After the ladies who have talked before me, I don't know what I have to say, but I'll try my best to deliver. And especially after speaking after Lynette. She, wow, I'll try my best. Okay, I am Lois, originally from Kenya, but currently I live in Oregon, USA. A mother to one young adult, legal assistant by profession, and a proud digital business owner. And this is the day that we come here to give you more information about our business, because you're wondering there. I know there are so many other business there, but we have a particular business that we are very proud of, that we don't shy to talk about, and that is what we are talking about today. And I want just to, Annette has given me the assignment that I should talk to that person who has been wondering. There are so many misconceptions about online business, but I don't want to talk about the online business. I want to say, when you see us here, this misconception should not apply to our business. That is what I want to say. And why I'm saying this is because our business is built on a different platform, unlike those other business. I don't know them. I hear them. I may not have a clue, but I want to talk particularly about our business. One of the things, when you hear anything to do about an online business, I was there, and the reason why I'm saying I was there is because I migrated to these countries when I was already over my 40s, and so I did not think that I can be able to start again all over again, because I was saying it's too late for me to start again. That is one big misconception that we have about ourselves. And but the question I asked myself, I started all over again. Why am I feeling shy to start it over, to build a legacy for myself and my children? And that's why I jumped in. And I want to tell you, the digital space is growing every day, every single day. Even right now, as we are talking now, it is changing. And there is room for everyone, despite your age group. It doesn't matter. And I think in our business the other day, I saw somebody who is already over 80 doing this business and thriving. So that is what I want to tell you. If you think that it's too late for you, it's not too late. You're just trying to lie yourself. And I think, just to emphasize on what Regina was talking about, that is one of the fear that you have. Fearing that it is too late for you to start. So you do not want to start because you're thinking it's too late for you. Even when you migrated to this country, you started all over again. So, what is making you not start something that can benefit you and benefit even your children and the children of your children? Another thing, I am not tech savvy. Wow. Who is a tech savvy? I wasn't, but I still plugged in. And the beauty of this business, and I think McKenna and Regina touched on this together with Lynette, our business have a, a training, plug and play. That is all what you need to do. Hakuna hii masomo unaenda kutafuta kitabu ya marketing ati unaanza kufanya research, nitafanya nini hapa? No, it is there. Na ukumbuke McKenna aliongea kuhusu 149 wakiwa na Regina. Hii training pengine unafikiria utakuwa unalipia school fees kila wakati. La hasha. Ukishalipa hiyo 149, every time that the technology changes, it changes with that training, and you still be exposed to that training. So don't be worried about that. It is a one-time fee and caters for your lifetime. And even when you pass over this business to your children, they'll still use the training that you once paid for. They'll not have to add anything else. That is what I want to tell you. So you don't have to be tech survey, and it is very user friendly, beginner friendly for those who are watching, who are starting for the first time and seeing a computer for the first time. Or what you have to do, it's about the mindset. Are you willing to be taught? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to be guided? Because you'll have a mentor and a coach who'll guide you, and you're never going to be alone. That is one thing I love about our business, because we have a big community that will be there to hold you. So if you're thinking that you're going to be alone, you're not going to be alone. And I know there are people who say, if you want to go faster, kama unataka kwenda haraka haraka, enda peke yako. Lakini kama unataka kwenda mbali, kufika mbali, upande hiyo milima na uteremke na ufike mpaka mahali unataka kufika katika hii safari ya hii biashara, enda mkiwa wengi. And that's why we share the different skills that we have, and we say our business is global, and we have all people from different works, education background, and that's how we are able to share different skills, soft skills that enable us to continue with our business. Others think that you have to have a big following to start this business. That is not true. You don't have to have a big. It is just about the impact. What impact are you creating to your audience? We may come here day in, day out, but if we are not creating any impact to the people who are watching us, it may not create much impact. So we have to remember that what it's not the following. You may have even a small following, but the impact you're creating in those people can make your word spread even faster. So it's not about that. And another thing I want to say, because this is another big misconception, because I have heard of those shiny things that come quick money. Our business is not about quick money. It's not a get rich quick thing. That is what I want to tell you. It needs you to work. It's real work, real results from real people. And it takes consistency. You have to be patient. You don't think that you're going to come in this business right now, and after a few days, you already want to see the result. It is like planting a seed. Lazima upalilie hiyo seed, uitengeneze vizuri, alafu ugojee siku ya mavuno. That is how a business work. And you also have to have faith. Like Regina talks about faith. You have to have faith that whatever you're doing is going to bear fruit. Don't doubt yourself. Have faith in yourself. And all what you have to do is you're never alone. Remember that you're never alone, because we do have systems that support you. Our system, our training system, you have the mentorship, you have the community, and also we have our big company that you have partnered with, which has been in existence for the last 51 years, that does all the work for us. So because if you're wondering, Lynette talked about this thing about the shipping and the inventory, all that, there's nothing like that. We do not have those things. And another misconception we also have is that we have to have it all planned out. It has to be perfect. No. And one thing I ask the question I ask myself when I hear somebody say, I'm not ready for this because I'm not perfect, I ask myself, what are you perfecting about? And yet you don't even know what the business is about. Plug in, get to understand, and then you perfect it as you go along the way. Because you cannot try to be planning for something you have no idea what it is all about. Kwa hayo machache nataka kuambia, mnaona website zetu hapo. Vile umejisikia yule amekuongelesha vizuri na ile sauti nyololo, that commanding voice, ukasikia hii ndio nataka kuwa nasikia kwa maisha yangu, ndio nitengeneze hii biashara yangu, nipate kipato. Hiyo kama hiyo ndio sauti ile unataka kusikia, unachagua huyo, una register, unaweka jina yako na barua pepe yako, alafu unaanza mwendo wako hapo. Pole pole, na simba mwenda pole ndio hula nyama. Back to you, Annette.
Yes, that is that is so great to, you guys are really bringing me home, like simba mwenda pole ndio
Hula nyama.
atakula nyama. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for that explanation on a lot of misconceptions that people always talk about when they see us on social media. They have ideas in their head that what online looks like to them. So thank you so much for elaborating this idea of people believing that, oh, online business are scams, online businesses are get rich quick scheme, online businesses, there's a lot of shiny objects that people run to, and at the end of the day they don't get anywhere. And they, at the end of the day, they go back to ask themselves, what even led me to this kind of thing that has caused me so much pain? And here is where we're telling you that, if you feel like something is too good to be true, you can do your own research. Research is easy. It takes you a few minutes to find out whether it's something good or bad. And here we're telling you that, we started an online business. It's been a few years now, most of us that are on the screen today. And to tell you that if we are here today, and a lot of us here have careers that we are doing, and at the end of the day, we have an online business that works for us when we are our 9 to 5. And here is where we talk to parents about, planning out what can work for them, and especially building legacy. And I know that Lois has explained very well about what the misconception, people just sit and think about things that run in their head, or things that they have heard, or they had somebody say something, and they don't do research and find out what this thing is all about. And here we're telling you that, if you have a system that is built in, that we're telling you that it's a proven system, that everybody has proven that it tested, that it works for everyday people. We have been consistent about coming out here telling people about this opportunity. So if you're out there, you're waiting for that perfect time to start, I think that, you will never start. I mean, you would just stay at your comfort zone and continue working multiple jobs. But we're telling you that instead we were used to working multiple jobs, but at the end of the day, we found this opportunity that we plugged in and started an online business, and it's helping us be able to just spare, a few hours in our day for us to run an online business. And that's what we're talking about. And let's just put it out clear out there. What is, if you feel like there's a myth that you want to break, or you want to ask a question, you can go ahead and reach us out and we'll answer that. Because a lot of people have this, what they've been hearing, they don't have proof. They just see it online, and then they stick into it. But here we are here to answer your questions. And if you're out there, sometimes education matters. If you have 10 minutes and you've seen something and you are curious about what this thing is all about, here we are talking about our own online business that people always curious, but they don't ask questions. You can reach us out. We are available with any questions that you might have. We are here to answer your questions so you can clear the air instead of just sitting on the fence and not knowing what we are talking about. And again, our websites are always open to anyone who is willing to learn. If you're tired, you're ready to make a change in your life, you know that you need to make a change right now, this business right here is someone like you. If you feel like you're tired and you're ready to make a change, just make it happen. Don't keep sitting on the fence and waiting for that perfect moment, because it will never come, you know. And here we are closing down, telling you that you have heard the powerful stories and the few myths that you have heard already. And truly, this is why we are saying that there is possibility in the online space, and a lot of people are making it big out here. And if you want to be part of us, you can take the next step for you to dive into the digital world, because it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. But I will tell you that come in with the right mindset. Lois has talked about the right mindset. We always talk about the right mindset because we know that coming in here with the right mindset, that will add up into your success. Because if you come in with the mindset that you believe that, oh, you have heard about this online business, you'll be able to get to be a millionaire the next day. We are not advocating for that such kind of businesses. We are here telling you that if you come in with the right mindset and be coachable and willing to learn, you achieve success in this platform. And that's what we are talking about. So if you are feeling like you have that curiosity in you, something whispering in your head that you want to change something in your life, take a moment and think about it. Just a little moment, and take a leap of faith and join us. This system is working for us, and I know that it can work for so many of us, immigrants and diasporas, who we've been working multiple jobs for years and nothing is changing. This business is available for people like you. So if you're not tech savvy, if you feel like you don't have experience, we are here to guide you through the next steps, because we were there once and somebody guided us through the next steps, and we're here to guide so many of you who are having that willingness and you're ready to make that change happen. So before you go ahead and get ready to watch our free complimentary workshop. And for you to do that, the screens, you will see the website there in whichever page that you're watching from. You can go ahead and click on those links and register yourself to watch our free information session. There's nothing attached to it. That is for you to find out whether it's something you would want to do or not. And remember, success does not come by chance. You have to be ready to make it happen. It comes by you choosing to do so. So if you choose today to create something amazing, something for your family, something that will change your life and your future for good, you deserve better. I mean, if you're out there working multiple jobs, you have the energy, you have gone to school, you are educated, but still you feel like you're stuck. We are here to tell you that you can use this opportunity for you to be able to make that supplemental income 1 to 2 hours of your day. That's all you need. And here we are talking about, something that can change your future and your families and generational to come. This is generational wealth that we are building here. And if you're ready, we can't wait to see you on the other side, because we are amazed to see how moms are changing their lives in this platform, and you don't want to be left out. The future is really waiting for you on the other side. So I just wanted to give a shout out. A few people have been watching us, and I did not want to forget that. One of them is Purity Richie. Thank you so much for coming here to watch us live. And Chama Mukima, thank you so much. Hina Sultan, Bena Nambibrige, thank you so much. Ishad, thank you for watching all the way to the end. And we have a few more people. Ofa, we see you. Thank you so much. And a few comments here that came from Bena. I'm sure that she commented this after someone said something. So what if you fly? Yes, you can fly as long as you have that mindset to do so. In this platform, we have seen people do that, and you can go ahead and do that yourself with the right mindset, right? That's what we are talking about. Now, Sultan said, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much, Sultan, for watching our live session. And we can't wait to see you on the other side. If you're not one of us, our digital business is open for anyone. So if you're ready to make a change, take the leap of faith and we'll see you on the other side. So thank you so much, ladies, for coming on here. And for those people who are coming back to watch the replay, share with us where you're watching from so we can get to connect with you. So thank you so much. And for now, we'll see you another Saturday to a session like this. So thank you so much. Have a great afternoon. Bye for now.